WUSA 9 Weather Impact is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
Hi everyone, I'm WUSA 9 meteorologist Carl Lamb. So we've had some chances for some snow and rain earlier today, and then as we look ahead to Sunday, there's also some snow in the mix. So you'll definitely want the winter gear because it's also feeling really cold out there too. Layer up if you have anything going on or if you're going to any of the events going on around town for today. Now, the weekend, in terms of what to deal with, again, some of those rain and snow showers we had earlier today led to some more sunshine as we go through the afternoon, and temperatures into the mid-40s. As we go into Sunday, the best chance for some of those more consistent snow showers are east of I-95, but we're not completely out of the woods. We'll show you what I mean, but notice the colder air is here as we go into Sunday because that cold front is going to start to push in some of that northerly wind and kind of really help to cool things down. So I take us to tonight, and notice that we clear out and it's going to be pretty chilly as we kind of go into tonight too. But here's what we're tracking. Some of this rain is going to start to work its way from Winchester towards Leesburg over towards Haymark and Frederick. And at first, this model wants to put in more rain. This model has been really kind of trending things on the warmer side. So we'll see if this materializes. I do think it starts off as rain with the transition getting in here. Some of that snow could be with us as we go toward 7, 8, 9 o'clock, and then eventually kind of clearing out of here by the time we get to about noon. Most of this will stay snow for areas in Baltimore and up towards areas like Elkton, but not so much for us here in D.C. So we may have a little more of that mix, and again, it's kind of on a knife's edge. This is one model's kind of take on it. I'll show you the second model's take right now. So this is going to be showing us for tonight clear conditions, and here's some of the rain. Now I do think, again, we start it as rain and then behind it is some of that snow, but with that snow I do suspect it's a quick burst, and this will kind of move it out of here pretty quickly, I think by about 9 to 10 o'clock. But this particular model, it is saying that it is going to be out of here by the time we get to about, again, 10 o'clock, and then it's mainly just an event out towards Delaware and over towards areas in southern Maryland. So watching how this evolves, it will just be kind of a game time decision in terms of how this system kind of lines up across the DMV. But we are going to keep an eye on what's potentially headed our way. In terms of snowfall totals, again, I have not been very optimistic about this. I'm thinking up to an inch for many areas across the DMV. This is until tomorrow night at 11:30. So we'll have potentially a coating here. I'm thinking less than an inch for most areas, potentially some higher numbers towards Gaithersburg, up towards Westminster, over towards Elkton and Aberdeen and Chestertown. But around Virginia and D.C., this is going to be light. This is one model's take. The other model is saying, all right, well, let's take you all the way until tomorrow night at 11:30, and this is even less, not even an inch in Westminster, and about 0.2 of an inch at Reagan National. So again, really just kind of tough to nail down what to expect with this, and I do want to just let you know that rain is going to be an impact because the snow will fall and it will just melt on contact. If there's any standing water, any pooled rain, that's really not going to allow that snowflake to survive very long. So we're definitely keeping an eye on that. Now, as we go through the day on Sunday, that colder air starts to move in too, and those winds, although they're not super strong, will keep wind chills into the 20s and 30s as we go throughout the day. So get ready for a colder day, but it does get windier by Sunday night. So especially as we go toward the late evening, that's when the winds will start to ramp up once again, preparing for a somewhat breezy Monday, but at least Monday is sunny but cold because of the wind being so strong. So just kind of one thing to keep in mind there. Now, as we take you towards day 6 through day 10 of the 7-day forecast, looking at January 22nd to the 26th, it is trending colder for some parts of the U.S., especially up towards Minneapolis, over towards areas like Madison, Milwaukee. But for us, we have just a chance of having temperatures below average. So we're definitely going to be watching how this all shakes out. But at this point, we are just expecting temperatures to be trending a little cooler than usual. So not the mid to upper 40s for sure, but definitely looking like the upper 30s and low 40s. So you'll see that in the 7-day forecast here. So again, some rain and wet snow as we go through the day on Saturday. For Sunday, it's some light snow as we kind of work through the day, and the accumulations do not look to be all that intense. It is impactful for sure, but it's not a severe storm. And then as we go into Monday, bright sunshine, 37 is not going to feel like 37 when you factor in that wind, and it's much colder by Tuesday. A true push of Arctic air is here. And then as we go through Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, still chilly, but we actually have some more sunshine on the way too, which is some good news.